Hey guys, what I hopped on to talk about was getting testimonials. Testimonials are amazing for your website and your business. Inherently, whenever anybody has to hire anybody else, there's a little bit of a risk to it, right? You know, you can say that you're the best copywriter in the world and your portfolio can make it look like you're the best copywriter in the world, but they don't really know what it's like to work with you until they've worked with you. But a testimonial can make it that much easier to make the decision to work with you because you're showing that other people have worked with you and they have really loved working with you. So testimonials, very valuable. How do you get them? Well, it's actually pretty easy. Once you've had a good project with the client, once you've finished it up, and once they're like, this is fantastic, thank you so much, send over your invoice. Obviously send over your invoice and then shoot them over an email and said, I'm so thrilled with this, that you're happy with this project. I'm so happy with it too. Not these exact words. You know, I'm not an extemporaneous copywriter, but something along the lines of, I'm so thrilled you are happy with this project. I really enjoyed working on it too. If you have a few minutes, would you mind writing a testimonial that I can put on my website? It will help people understand what it's like to work with me. Now, here's the thing. Most people who even take the time to ask for testimonials stop there. And the problem is your clients are not writers. So, and they're often not marketers. So for them to come up with what they should say about you, they're usually happy to put together a testimonial, but for them to come up with what they should say about you, how they should say it, all that kind of stuff, ends up being a lot of work for them because they're not natural writers, and then maybe it takes them a while to do it, maybe they forget to do it, then they feel bad, and so they just never. Make it easy for your clients. When you're asking them for the testimonial, give them a couple bullet points of things they could talk about. You know, say, if it helps, you could talk about what it was like to work with me, you could talk about the quality of the work, you could talk about, and give them a list of bullet points, 3 to 5, somewhere in there, just so you have things to pick and choose from, but things that you would love to see them highlight in the testimonial. And this is not at all, I know some people are like, ooh, isn't that being kind of rude? Not in the least bit. Again, your clients, you're asking them for a favor, and it takes a little bit of work for them to write this testimonial. So the easier you can make it for them, the better. And giving them those talking points makes it so much easier for them. Now, I would recommend switching up the talking points a little bit. You know, if there are key points from one project that you really would love a client to talk about, absolutely put those in your bullet points, but don't hesitate to make suggestions of things that they could talk about. You may even have some clients, quite frankly, that will say, you know what, can you just write it up for me and I'll take a look over it and then I'll approve it, which is perfectly fine. As long as it's what they actually feel, then that's totally fine. But basically, don't hesitate to ask for testimonials and make it as easy for your clients as possible. That's the key. If it takes the work in any way, shape, or form, or basically work that's going to take more than 5 minutes, the chances of you getting a testimonial decrease exponentially. So make it easy for them by giving them talking points. One more thing I want to mention. Some people are like, oh, all right, if I want to make this a part of every project, then I'm just going to automate an email that goes out. No, you're asking your clients for a favor. So automating asking for a favor is just not a good way to go. On top of the fact that, like I said, you're probably going to want to talk about some of those or change up some of those talking points, change up some of those bullet points so that it's specific to that project. When you're asking for a favor, it should not be an automated email. It should be something heartfelt that you've taken the 2 minutes to write out and request yourself. Much better vibes, don't you think? Anyway, do not hesitate to ask for testimonials. They're crucial to your business, and clients who have been happy with your work will almost always, 99% of the time, be more than happy to put together a testimonial for you. So ask and make it easy for them.